All right, we're here today with Deacon Taylor of Lightly Treading. He's actually out here representing Xcel Energy. Deacon, can you just tell us about the energy audit process and how it benefits homeowners and consumers today?
Absolutely. So there's really three different types of energy audits. There's the walk-through visual audit, and then there's the blower door audit, and then there's the full scale, where we include the infrared camera scan as well. So each stage of that audit gives us a little bit more information. A walk-through visual audit, we can see some normal behaviors in a building. With the blower door, it allows us to find actual air leakage and to do some calculations where we get the natural air changes per hour, which is what happens when we have stack effect, weather conditions, and things like that in our climate. The infrared camera scan allows us to find air leakage inside of the walls based on temperature differences. We use the surface temperature of the wall, and we can actually see some streaking points where you'll see that air leakage coming through gaps and things like that. The thing about an energy audit is anybody that's looking to improve their efficiency or to improve their home and their comfort, indoor air quality, things like that, it always starts with an energy audit. We always find, or we generally find, that people are really excited about the new sexy solar panels or the wind turbine in the backyard, things like that. And the idea behind this is to reduce our energy load as much as we possibly can before we start adding on new energy sources. It's more often than not a lot less expensive to do energy efficiency upgrades and then start looking at a much smaller energy generation system, whatever that particular system for you might be. So reduce your load as much as possible for the least amount of income or the least amount of cost, and then start looking at energy generation. So bring your house down to the lowest possible energy use and then add in your renewable energy sources.
You'd mentioned when you do the audit itself, kind of what do homeowners get when the audit's done? How do they know what to do next?
The homeowners are going to get about a 15 to 20 page report depending on their particular house, and that's why this audit is so important, is that it's on their home and not necessarily on their neighbor's home or on a general consensus nationwide. So you're going to find out what is your air leakage, how much air leakage reduction do you want to do, how much insulation do you have currently, how much insulation do you want to add, what are the options. Like for instance on the home behind me, it's a brick structure, 2 courses. There's not a lot of room to put insulation inside that brick, so we have to look at a rigid foam application or something a little bit more unique than say a standard 2x4 wall that we find in the same generation where it's completely void of insulation. We can fill that cavity up. So it's a really tailored report based on your home and what are the best things for you to do. We also do some calculations on those. What is a general cost range and what is the time it will take to pay that back based on your energy usage. So we really look at your utility amounts and how much of a return on investment will that particular item make for you.
Right, I think kind of the return on investment and life cycle costs are something that's really important, kind of a hidden benefit of a lot of these improvements and different things that we do to make our home more green and efficient.
Absolutely.
Real quick, can you just tell us kind of a brief overview of some programs available now to help with the cost of increasing efficiency of a home?
Absolutely. The best one that I know of right now is Home Performance with Energy Star through Xcel. If you have Xcel utilities, and there's some requirements that they have as far as you have to be a gas customer, you have to be an electric customer, and they've been changing that slightly here and there to tweak that to make it more available to more people. But you go in, you have the energy audit done, we give you the list of items to have repaired. You choose from one of their contractors. Once the contractors have done the work, then we come back and do another third-party verification at no cost to the homeowner, and then we help them fill out the rebate paperwork, and that can be up to almost $1,000 in rebates right now. There are individual rebate programs such as Insulate Colorado through the Governor's Energy Office, where I believe it's a $300 rebate if you have insulation work done. It's only on above grade walls. So there's a lot of different programs out there. The cities have their own. There's federal tax credits available right now for energy efficiency. Denver, for instance, does a water efficiency rebate for if you buy a high efficient tier 3 washer unit for your laundry. let's see, the state of Colorado through the GEO is doing the Insulate program. Xcel Energy also has renewable energy credits, so if you want to do solar panels, they'll subsidize some of the cost of the solar. They also do a wind generation version for people that want to look at wind turbines. So there's a huge amount of rebates out there, and it's really what area are you in, what utility provider, what county, what city, and then of course all the federal ones are nationwide. If you go to lightlytreading.com, we'll have a link here soon to a list of rebate programs, and we try to keep that up to date as possible, but these programs are constantly changing, so we check them on a weekly or monthly basis and update them as we can.
So, yeah, thanks for that link too. That was lightlytreading.com, and you guys are going to have information up here soon. It just seems like those programs are constantly changing, and it's hard to keep track of what you're getting credits for. But
right.
Deacon, I'd like to thank you for coming out and doing energy audit of our home here. And again, if you have any questions and want your own energy audit, go to xcelenergy.com to get signed up today. Thanks, Deacon.
Thank you.